Apologies for the delay. Welcome to the live stream. First of two live streams. You're going to be seeing an awful lot of me and hearing awful lot of me up until the deadline. But welcome along. This won't get as much traction as a Fulhamish, of course. I've basically thought about doing it and came to the conclusion, oh, actually, you know what? Like, sometimes it gets to that stage of deadline day where you're waiting for the live stream to start. You're waiting for the Fulhamish live stream to start. And I thought, why don't I just go live on my own channel for a bit? Get some traction and hopefully build some subscribers. And we're all trying to build my own thing here as well as the fantastically exciting work I do with Fulhamish. I absolutely love and adore what I do there. Yeah, I'm not expecting huge numbers here at all, really. It's just more of a killing time sort of exercise. We went live for fixed release day, which actually was we were allowed to go on X, which was great. That was great fun. But X have stopped you from going live now unless you have a premium account. Yes, that's now working. Hello and welcome to the stream. Sorry I was meant to go live at past, and it's now 1:45. I had to set everything up and do a thumbnail and stuff so that people would be at least attracted to click on my stream. We went live as well in the Algarve. It was like 3 hours before kickoff, and I thought might as well go live. We got some decent traction there as well. But it is deadline day. Don't worry if you're thinking, where on earth's the Fulhamish live stream? Do not worry. We're coming to you at 9:30. Me and Joe Sansom. We will be there no matter what. And yeah, let's talk Jay Stansfield. As you can tell, I am pretty upset. I mean, I'm pretty upset that we're letting go. But you know, I could have come on here and started ranting and raving, but that's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to be hopefully the rational voice as to why we've done this. Maybe. Look, Birmingham just really wanted him, and he offered us a crazy amount of money on deadline day, and I think we would have been silly to not take it. Do you know what I mean? I think it was a case that it was weird because he played obviously the other night, didn't he, against Birmingham City, and then scored, didn't celebrate, and I thought, okay, that's out of respect. I don't think that going into that presser when Marco said, you know, I'm almost 100% sure he stays, that he thought that this would happen. I think Birmingham maybe just went, look, it's the final chance. See, and there's differing opinions on this now. People, some people are okay, I understand it, but the majority of people are quite upset because obviously he came from the Exeter Academy, he then was in the Fulham Academy, he's come up through the ranks, he's played some minutes this season, he played some Premier League minutes for Fulham, and now he's gone. Yeah, a lot of people not happy with it, and it's fair enough. I can't sit here and say I'm pleased at all, but I'm sure there's a hefty buyback clause. I'm sure there's plenty of things going on. White Noise has just added me in a tweet that's made me laugh. But yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Bit discombobulated. Today's been super busy. Not just deadline day. I was at the under 21s today watching our fantastic under 21s play, and we won, which was good news. Yes. I haven't really been on Twitter much in the last 2 hours. I've had dinner. I've been with my family, and I feel a bit deflated, and the reason I feel a bit deflated is because I was so big on I think Stansfield's going to stay. I think he's going to be. Well, Marco was so big, and I just sort of quoted his what he said on Tuesday night after the game, and I was like, yeah, I don't think he's going to go anywhere. And Birmingham come in with a big bid. It's a huge bid, and it actually will financially help the club. So I've got to look at it that sense as well. And let's not forget, and this is the point that I've made. Taken 4.5 minutes to make. We would not have sanctioned this deal. We would not have sanctioned this deal if we weren't getting in our own replacements. Now, the replacement is apparently Ernest. You know what? I butchered that. Nuema. Ernest Nuema of Lyon. Let's just go on FOTMob and get up. No, not flash scores. Let's go on. Ernest Nuema of Lyon. Now, he was at Nordsjælland in the 23-24 season for a bit, then came back to Lyon, played 33 games last season, 3 goals, 2 assists. So far this season, he's played 2 games, no goals or assists. We need 2, surely. I mean, yeah. The fact that Martial Godot's involved in this as well, we're not sanctioning a loan for him because we might need him, like, speaks to me that, like, Martial Godot, I don't think is going to see a ton of minutes like this season. But the fact of the matter is, we're not sanctioning him alone because we need players in that position. It was almost like last season, where I'm not sure if many of you know, but Luke Harris didn't get his move until January because we couldn't afford to lose him because we needed more bodies in midfield. So Luke Harris was meant to go out on loan in the summer and didn't end up going out on loan until January. Because we couldn't sanction the move because we were light in the position. And we saw Luke Harris, of course, play the day after deadline day away at Manchester City. Thank God we don't have Man City tomorrow, by the way. We have Ipswich Town, which has signed Andre from Wolves. Yeah, that would have been a good idea. Look, I can't sit here and say, you know, we should have signed Andre. But what's done is done. Do I trust Marco Silva? Absolutely. Do I trust the board in what they're doing? Absolutely. Am I a tad upset we're losing Jay Stansfield? Absolutely, because this was a player who I was really excited about this season. I sort of said he was a new signing. He was like a new signing for us. He'd been on 2 loans in Exeter and Birmingham, and it felt like he was ready. But look, he went to Birmingham last season, was absolutely adored by the fans. Let's not forget that. Went there on Tuesday night, and he might have just been like, actually, you know what? I fancy a bit of this. And if Fulham could sanction the deal, we got a good deal. It's not like Carvalho. It's not like Moussa Dembele II, where like we're not getting any money for this. We're getting a really good deal, and I'm sure we're getting a really good sell-on clause as well. I can't say like this isn't a good deal for us. It is. It does make sense. You're going to have to excuse me. I'm going to be having to scroll through Twitter at the same time as going live. I really hoped I wouldn't be doing that, but you know, people are getting Oasis tickets and people are trying to see. Good to see you on here, Jack. In our moment of crazy, it has been a bit of a weird day because it felt as if the whole day was basically leading up to the evening of. I thought it was going to be a quiet day. I was informed that the day was not going to be that dramatic, and yet it is going to be quite dramatic. There has been a bit of a meltdown on Twitter. It's understandable. Crystal Palace have now signed 2 centre-backs. Not that that's relevant. Trev on my Patreon, he's just commented saying, I feel absolutely gutted. And yeah, I mean, I was pretty upset maybe 25 minutes ago. I've sort of didn't want to go live while I was feeling those emotions because I didn't want to come across as upset, but I can't hide my disappointment, albeit, you know, do I think Jay Stansfield starts against Ipswich Town? No, I think it'd be Adama and Iwobi. Do I think Jay Stansfield starts against West Ham? No, I think it will be Adama and Iwobi. Or whoever we get in tonight. Do you know what I mean? It's just like he's not the first name on the team sheet, but he was one for the future. And yeah, Birmingham are going to be delighted, absolutely delighted. Yeah, Jack Stroudley with the comment. He'll be on the Fulhamish live stream a little bit later. If we don't sign anyone and don't get Oasis tickets, I'll be looking back in anger. Get in your Oasis puns. I need to be cheered up. I know for a fact Joe Sanson will be on hand to cheer me up. He is one of the funniest people I've ever met. But get your comments in. We've got 43 people watching, which I think is fairly respectable for a channel that's not broke, 600 subscribers just yet. I'm sorry, I'm not really going in any order here of the order of the day, what's happened and stuff. There's been some outgoings in Babu. Vinicius is close to leaving as well. We've had a couple of people go out on loan. Ashby Hammond's gone to Gillingham, and Iban Boat's left for Portsmouth on a permanent deal. Good luck to him. So yeah, it's been a weird day, and yeah, I suppose I'm sort of starting this all off. I'm starting the live stream that's going to go all the way up to the deadline on this channel, and then of course, please do move over to Fulhamish at 9:30. So we've got about an hour and a half to go. I did ask Joe if we could go live at 9 instead, because we did say we might go early if it was busy, and I think it's going to be busy because we actually have quite a lot to talk about in terms of we're going to talk about Ipswich as well. But he can't quite do 9 o'clock, so we will go up. I'm happy to stay on till 9 o'clock. Maybe give myself a little bit of a break before we go, but I don't think. Well, do I need a break from talking? I suppose maybe, but I've got some water here. We should be fine. Has anyone got any sort of questions? And we can have a discussion, because I'm really not with it. Usually on deadline day, I'm absolutely all over Twitter. But since I got back from the under-21s, I've sort of had to sort of take a break and just detox a little bit. We had some nice steak and chips tonight, so I haven't really been much on my phone. What I have seen, though, is Jay Stansfield is probably going to be moving to Birmingham, which has not helped my mood one bit. But I'm excited for tomorrow at Ipswich Town. Tomorrow's a new day. An Ornstein bomber's just come out. Wow. Okay, so this actually could affect us. Sorry, Trock, I'll get to your question in a second. This actually could help Fulham. Arsenal in talks with Chelsea to sign Raheem Sterling before the transfer window closes. Now, you're probably thinking, why is that going to help Fulham? Maybe because, I don't know. I think that someone that's on our radar could be maybe someone like Reece Nelson. And if Raheem Sterling goes to Arsenal, Reece Nelson could go to, I'm sort of adding 2 and 2 and not getting a number here, but I'm guessing Reece Nelson is someone that's maybe on our radar. He fits the profile. He fits the profile of player. Sorry, Trock. We'll go back to your question. We actually have quite a few comments to go through. I know people have been commenting their own comments, but if you're commenting a question, we'll address it and we'll answer it. Thank you so much. We've got 52 people now. I'm pretty impressed. I suppose it is deadline day and there is a lot to happen. There's a lot of Fulham fans who want to get their frustrations or their thoughts across. And if you just excuse me for a second while I have a quick sip of water, then we'll address the situation. Is it wrong to question his mentality for the move? Seems like a very odd and troubling decision from a player when Marco seems to be backing him. Do you know what? That's like a really good point. And that's like one of the things that's sort of been troubling me. But the thing is, like I mentioned earlier, like he's so loved at Birmingham that he's kind of like, well, I'm sort of like, whatever happens, it's going to be good, because he's loved at Fulham and he's loved at Birmingham. And if he's probably going, look, for the sake of my career, am I realistically going to get more minutes at Fulham or Birmingham this season? He's going to be the number 1 striker for Birmingham. Doesn't matter who they've signed. They've spent unbelievable amounts of money, but it doesn't matter who they've signed. It doesn't matter who they've signed. He will be the number 1 striker. If they're spending that much money on him, he will be the number 1 striker. Okay, so yeah, that's my thinking behind it. And he's probably gone, look, Marco, like, I really respect you and thank you so much for like giving me my first Premier League minutes. But in order for my like career to progress, I really think that the best chance of me progressing and making an impression on those England under-21s, and is by playing week in, week out. Whilst I respect the squad and I respect you and I respect Fulham, this is what maybe poor logic, but that's my thinking of as to why he may have said he wants to move. So the understanding is that we're after a winger as the Willian replacement, and then we need to bring in an additional forward to justify selling Stano. Sorry, I'm going to have to read that again. So the understanding is that we're after a winger as a replacement, and then we need to bring in an additional forward to justify selling Stano. I'm not sure. And this is the thing, like, this is why I haven't been on Twitter that much in the last couple of hours. I'm really behind on what's going on. But the winger was always going to be the target for today. Stano leaving on top, whether he can play up front or wide. I think what's going to happen is we're going to sign a winger, and then we're going to try and sign a striker. And the reason I say that is because Stansfield is a striker who can play on the wing. But then if you lose Stansfield, you've only got 2 strikers in Raul and Hit Muniz. So we have to get a 3rd striker in. Otherwise, we're going to be playing like Callum Osmond, which, by the way, I would love. I think he was really good today. So yeah, that's my thinking. Do you know what? Joe Sansom's going to offer so much. Yeah, I'm a journalist, yeah, and I just have not been on it in the last couple of hours in terms of looking at Twitter. So I will be I might just have to give myself 5 minutes to have a gander of what's going on. I have some sort of sense of what's going on, what we need, but in terms of like numbers, and there's multiple group chats on my phone just popping off at the moment, and it's for my scrambled head. It's not doing me any help. Right. Shall we chuckle about Tony to cheer us up? Napoli seems to be hard playing over the Tony deal. Oh, Ivan Tony. Should we talk about Tony to cheer us up? Napoli seems to be hardballing, paving the way for Tony deal. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Is that to do with Osimhen? Oh, that must be to do with Osimhen. Let's keep it. I'm sorry. I'm just going to keep it Fulham for now. The J stuff is interesting because he feels like a few years away from me. He always strikes me as needing to mature. Yeah, I think he's got traits to be a really good striker, and whether I think Birmingham's a good place for him to develop his game. Who'd be a dream realistic out of the blue bomber between now and the end of the window? I don't know. I can't think. I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't know. For now, especially in Marco's other recent signs of what feels like grown Premier League tested men. Right, where are we? So we've got a lot of comments coming in. Do you think there's a chance Silva could be poached before the end of the season if we're doing well? That is not what I want to be talking about right now. But yeah, there definitely is, and I could see a scenario where if Ange Postecoglou gets the sack and he's done really, I think Tottenham will go after Marco. I think Marco is very sought after. Also he's just he's just redone his tweet about Raheem Sterling. Don't think he'll be striker. Alfie May is scoring goals for them. Yeah. I mean, yeah, Alfie May has started really well. Of course, Stansfield can play wide. That's exactly what I meant. I mean, he'll start week in, week out. I think Stanley will ever come back. Maybe. I'm not sure. Some might say we'll find a brighter day. Yep, some nice Oasis. Seems like the under 21s should have been moved on. Not quite a few. Luke de Figueroas, Connor and McAvoy, Goddo, Pajaziti, McCoy Splat. Yeah, there's been like a few that have gone, but there's a few that are still there. McCoy's back just got injured against Shrewsbury. That was frustrating. Goddo is in talks with like Blackburn and Millwall last time I checked, but I'm not sure if that move's going to happen. Will there be the first name on the team sheet? He will be in the first name on the team sheet. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't read that properly, but like I did read it. I just didn't say it properly. 10 million is quite a bit for an untested player. I think the fact that we love Stansfield is sort of getting in the way of actually how much money this is and like how much this like is quite a good deal for us. So I think once the dust settles, people will be a little bit more understanding of why we've done this. That's if we get the replacement in. I mean, there could be a scenario where this all collapses because we can't get the man in, which actually would be interesting. I suppose that would be sort of like Paulinia. Kiwi fan would love Chris Wood up top as another striker. Wait, Chris Wood, bomber, would be unbelievable. Chelsea out of the race for Tony. Couldn't care less, honestly. Was Callum Osman good today? Yes, very good at pressing. And yeah, I thought we had a strong game. Not the best I've seen him. I've seen him better against Tottenham. It was all about the Josh King show today, and Sakuliak as well. Sakuliak, he was really good. They were the two best players for Fulham, in my opinion. Defense is also really decent, and get Reece Nelson in on loan. It's an option. It definitely is. Has Jay 100% gone? Are we getting another Jay? Yeah. I just answered that, Ashley. Cheers. It'd be strange if we didn't use the loans. Domestic loans, sort of. I think I would save them for January. You know, if you get an injury or you're struggling for, if you're struggling for numbers, then the domestic loans are really good, useful to use, which is why we've seen that in the past with like Cedric, others as well. I'm just completely drawing a blank. Jack Sheldley, general statement, more general about football. How boring is pure profit angle of football nowadays? Just means clubs are less likely to nurture homegrown talent and stay clear of FFP rules. Yeah, it's a shame. That seems the way. I thought I said Harvey Elliott. His name's Henry Elliott. Who just commented. It seems the way that football's going right now is that like clubs are prioritizing making being clear of FFP, and that means they have to sell their, like, I know for a fact they have to sell their assets or their academy prospects. I've just been sent a really interesting piece of information. I'm not sure. No, I can say it because it's got nothing to do with Fulham. Basically, my friend is a Patreon subscriber to ex West Ham employee, and I'm sure this will be fine. Sorry. He is he's a patron of ex West Ham employee who is a brilliant West Ham source, and he's just posted Nelson agent talks to club. Reece Nelson's agent is desperate to try and get West Ham to make a move for him. We have had some talks again, and we have covered this summer, and it seems like we are being offered much more favourable terms now. There are said to be a few other clubs that could be interested in the Premier League, including Fulham and other Premier League teams such as Palace. West Ham will make a decision whether to go ahead with the deal. So that, I don't know how recent that was. I think it might be just now because he just sent it to me. That means that West Ham Nelson wants to get a move. West Ham are one of the favourites to do it, and Fulham are in the mix as well. So that's a really interesting piece of information. I appreciate that. I'm going to have to just text him back and say thanks. He might know I'm live on YouTube actually because he follows me on Twitter. He also is subscribed to my Patreon as well, which was really kind of him because he's not even a Fulham fan. He's just one of my best mates. So yeah, actually, if you would like to subscribe to my own channel, I would really, really appreciate it. I also run a Patreon. It costs £5 a month, and you get daily Fulham updates and like really niche sort of Fulham stuff as well, like under 21s coverage that you might not necessarily see from any other sort of. Yeah, you might see like an article or two, from like Fulhamish and stuff, but I'm trying to go to as many games as I possibly can, cover it, speak to the manager after the game, and speak to players after the game, get interviews, and that's what we do on the Patreon, as well as doing every single first team game as well, home and away. I will plug the Patreon a couple of times during the stream because you got to do what you got to do. But Jack was making a really interesting point there. Any sign of a backup keeper? I'm sorry, I'm skipping ahead on the comments. No sign of a backup keeper. Nuame deal off with Everton. Okay, right. I just seriously need to get control of these comments. This was a really interesting comment I wanted to. So my example was Elliot Anderson the other night when I was watching. Oh right, yeah, because he subscribed to my Patreon, so he knew that we were live. Sorry. Yeah, we got 90 people watching. Hello, everyone. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Napoli signed Scott McTominay. Okay, that's fine. Elliot Anderson, sorry, he was playing for Forest last night, and it was like an example of like he had to go to Forest to comply with FFP for Newcastle, or help Newcastle comply with FFP, and because he was like academy player at Newcastle, it doesn't feel like it just feels quite upsetting that has to happen, and that Fulham are now getting caught up in this sort of thing where we're sort of going, okay, maybe we will sell him to comply with FFP and help with FFP. I don't know whether it's like I actually don't know. I don't think Stansfield is pure profit because we got him from Exeter, but then again, it's still a good deal for us. Oh gosh, what was I next going to say? So yeah, the Elliot Anderson thing, and you know that period of that week in the end of July or June, what was it, where there was so many different Premier League, like Minter went to Brighton and Elliot Anderson, like all that sort of really boring stuff. It was insanely boring, and it's sad where football's going. It's not been. I mean, I've really enjoyed this week personally, like covering Fulham. Anything outside of Fulham right now is not really interesting me at all about football. Like the Carabao Cup draw, the Champions League draw. I'm just not interested. I'm interested in Portman Road tomorrow, Ipswich Town versus the mighty Fulham. And let's get on with a few more comments. Ben York, that's a good name. What's your thought on Jimenez? Seemed really off the pace. A few other pods remarking he's floating through as matches as well. Definitely want a better number 2 striker. I didn't think Jimenez. I thought Jimenez did okay when he came on against Leicester. Didn't think he was absolutely remarkable against Birmingham. He scored obviously the penalty. I think if Muniz doesn't score goals, we could be in trouble. But I'm only saying that because the striker needs to score goals. We saw that last season. It took a while for every single striker to get going. Vinicius only got a couple. Jimenez then hit a bit of a run of form. And then, of course, we saw the run of Muniz at the end of the season or in like February. I am worried, obviously. But if tomorrow Muniz bags or even Jimenez bags from the bench, I think. Oh, but this is the thing. Like, this is the thing. I wasn't that worried about the striker situation because I was like, you know what? If all is lost, if Muniz can't bag, if Jimenez can't bag, we've got Jay, and now we don't have Jay, and now we need to get another striker in. And we've got 3 hours. In fact, we've got just under 3 hours. Comments. Thank you so much for all the comments. It's amazing. How has he been off the pace? Made 2 bad passes against Birmingham, held the ball up well. Oh, that was reply to someone's comment about about Jimenez. I was like, I didn't say he was off the pace. I thought he was quite good. Ross Kelly, that's a good name. I wonder why. Got a feeling we get Ernest and Reese. That's very earnest of you, mate. I'm going to be making a lot of those jokes tonight. Is Stansfield definitely leaving? Check the chat, JK. Oh, as in our chat. As in our chat. Oh. I think actually I shouldn't be on Twitch. I should be on the chat because. Oh, I'm okay. Sam Dean tweets. He's actually been quite on it today, Sam Dean. I'm told this is now heading in the right direction for Fulham FC, and that is about Ernest Nuema. I'm guessing that's what you're referring to. I can't listen to the voice notes. Not right now. It's about Oasis anyway. I'm sorry, everyone. So Nuema looks like it's a goer, which is fantastic. And Asa Goa Gian. Right. Sam Dean says Dill is heading back in the right direction. Yeah, I should probably have checked that before checking my phone. In terms of that comment was literally right underneath Stroudley's one. No Everton are out the frame. Who else is the running for Nuema? I think it's just us now. I think we're in. I was told he was going to Forest, but then hey ho, the voice notes are just you stressing about Oasis. If anyone gets Oasis tickets tomorrow, massive congratulations, and it will be Leroy and Sane, I'm sure. It will be that. Isn't it great though that when it comes to players leaving on the last day, it's for Stano and not Robinson, another key player? Yeah, I get what you mean. Because obviously it was Paolini last time. However, like if someone had been like, who's like top 3 players you wouldn't want to leave the club? Actually, no, that's obviously stupid. But Stano's are very high up on the list of players I wouldn't have wanted to leave the club. However, like you had this like lingering feeling that it was coming and Birmingham were going to go in, and they have. Really need 2. I hope we caved on Stano to free up funds to make a big deadline day move. Yeah, and you know what? Like, it really confuses me how like it doesn't confuse me, but doesn't it like blow your mind how like it can be like 2 hours before the deadline. Actually, no, hold on, this is a bit stupid because they talk all day. If you think about it, it's not just the press like report it because it's just happened. They obviously have options and they have strategic plans and stuff, but it's amazing how one thing happens can trigger something else. Like out of nowhere, this like big deadline day signing is made for big money because one player. Like they've always all got a plan in place, haven't they? I'm talking absolute rubbish. I'm talking absolute bollocks. Right. That we just did that one. I'm not too worried about Muniz. He looks sharp. He looks Lee Sharp. I'm sorry. He looks sharp even though he hasn't scored. He does. He looked really good against Leicester. I was actually very encouraged by his performance against Leicester. So if I think the biggest cheer of the day tomorrow will be if Muniz gets a goal, because I think there'll be a sigh of relief that if Muniz scores. And even, Raul Jimenez, you get Raul Jimenez last season, he got his first goal against Villa and he kicked on. He got his goal against Birmingham. That really might have given him a bit of confidence. I know it's a penalty, but, if I scored a penalty, I think my confidence would be up. Fingers crossed. Have you got a master plan? No, I don't. I'm just sat here for the next few hours. I actually am in a bit of Michael Tremblay, and I'll tell you why. So basically, story time. After the Leicester game, it like poured with rain. We've hit 100 watchers. You're about to hear like the most boring story ever. It poured with rain against Leicester City after the game, and I just left the ground after work, and my bag, which is obviously waterproof, like it's fine. I got soaked like a drowned rat, and basically, long story short, my charger for my laptop like doesn't work anymore, which is so annoying. So I'm having to use my phone charger, which luckily is compatible with this laptop, to charge it. I've lost two viewers already. This is this is a story. Is Stansfield actually leaving? Yeah, I think you've asked that a couple of times. I think he is. Long story short, so my charger stopped working, and so I've had to use my phone charger like all week. And it's like one of them ones where, you know, when you like put in your charger, it basically like charges and not charges and charges and not charges. It was going off and on like the bloody fucking hokey cokey. And I was like, bloody hell, what's going on? So basically, what you have to do is you have to like lock your. Oh, we got a new Ben York, absolute legend. We got a new Patreon subscriber. I absolutely love. You know what? The adrenaline rush I get from getting a new Patreon subscriber is like nothing I've ever experienced before. Because I'll be honest, I've really taken a risk with my life here by doing this. You know, I've taken a step back to focus on my actual dream, which is to cover Fulham full time. And I knew it's because you complimented my name, sir. Oh, Ben, what a guy! We'll have a beer sometime for sure. And is that New Zealand? Can I ask? Is that New Zealand money, currency? What's the link for the Patreon? It's Tom Ashby. It's in my Twitter bio. It's also in my what do I call it? YouTube bio as well, and my Instagram, which is Jekeli FFC, based in Poland. Amazing. Ben York. Can everyone give kudos to Ben York? He's our latest subscriber to the Patreon. So yeah, no, I really enjoyed today because I really enjoyed covering the under-21s. I think it's really fun. I think it's really niche. And I was really delighted to see Josh King like score and like I just love that story. It's fantastic. So yeah, where was I going with this? I was telling a story about my laptop. So basically, my laptop. Oh my god! Cut a long story short, my laptop battery is going down, even though it's charging. It's not charging. It's like not doing the charging thing. I might try and wiggle it about and see if I can. If I get it charging, so it has like the lightning going through the battery, we're onto a winner. But at the moment, it's like the battery is not charging, so it's going down. And suddenly, if I'm in I can use my mum's laptop to stream. I might have to take a quick break to do that and set it all up. So I might have to go for 5 minutes. But if we get to a stage where I can't get this to go back up again, I will have to hit I'll have to hit my mum's laptop. So my very lovely mum. So yeah, Ben York has made my night. Thank you so much. Yeah, just talking. Sorry, we'll get on to transfer. Just to sum up the story, the Patreon was something. It was a massive risk for me personally because we have. Oh, Matt and Adam, we've got 3 in the space of 5 minutes. Welcome to the Patreon. Do you know what? You know how like people. I'm getting annoyed. I'm getting really emotional. Sorry. You know how people, when they always have to plug their content. It's really hard to do on your own. And I left my job because I didn't enjoy doing it, which is madness. It's like the best job in the world, but I didn't enjoy the day-to-day of covering these teams. And I enjoyed going to the games and the press conferences. That was like the best thing ever and the best experience I've ever had in my life. But what I really wanted to do was cover Fulham because they're my heart, they're my love. Luton 1, QPR 0. And I took a massive risk in April. I left my job to set up my own business to cover Fulham full time, and it's really hard. I really wanted to do it because I love the club and I love what I've done over the last 6.5 years. I really wanted to do it, and I thought this was going to be really hard for me because people have got to back you and they've got to back your story. And I didn't think it was going to, I didn't know if it was going to work upon launch. I was like, I don't know if this is going to work. And I'm going to lose a lot of money by doing this. And my parents have been like super supportive of me. So, yeah, this is like the best job in the world, and I can't believe I'm doing it. I can't believe I'm doing it, man. It's like days like today, going to Motspur and covering the unders. Bloody hell, covering the unders, and yeah, going to Ipswich tomorrow, speaking with Marco like twice a week. Bloody hell, what's going on? I didn't think I'd ever get emotional like this, but I love what I do, and I was so scared about doing it because if it didn't work, then it's game over. It's game over, and I have to find another way of making a living. So it's tough, man. It's tough, and maybe this is the Jay Stansfield news getting the better of me. This is really tough. I never thought I'd get emotional on stream, but to see like 4 of you just like sign up like that, just because he's crying. I'll be crying like this when John King gets sold to Middlesbrough. I really love this club so much. They like my heart and my soul. I'm so sorry. This is meant to be deadline day. Oh, I don't like the fact that day after day I have to plug my content, and when you put things behind a paywall, people are like, "Oh, not sure about that." And I'm like, look, I'm trying to explain that a fiver a month, which is 60 quid a year, and actually it's not even a fiver anymore. I think because the exchange rate goes down and it goes up, it's not a lot. And what you do get is daily content for Fulham, and I work really hard on it, and I really want to bring you guys like really cool content and really fun content. And yeah, I've had a couple of setbacks. Like there's people who like don't want you to succeed. There's a couple of people who just don't want you to succeed. It happens. I've experienced that since I started with Fulhamish, but we're here. Oh my god, we're here, and we're maybe like I was thinking, oh god, like every video I've got to plug it. I've got to I've got to put the link out, and I don't think people are that keen on it. Like I didn't know if it was going to work. I knew there was a market I could target. I really wanted to do this, and I'm so glad I get to do it. But the problem is, if I don't get enough subs, it won't work. But luckily, I've got really good people, and the community is really good on the Patreon. The comments I get is like amazing. And we're only 3 weeks into the season. There's so much more to come. Honestly, I don't know why I'm getting upset, because I know that it's good. I know that it's okay, at least. If we get Joe Sansom crying on the stream tonight, that would be scenes. No, to try and calm down a little bit and move on. A fiver a month. I think you guys would be like, I'm going to sign up, and I think it's worth it because you get daily content. It's every day. We don't stop. We really don't stop. So yeah, Matt, Adam, Ben, thank you all so much for subscribing. I'm just gonna have to double check if I've got 18 emails, because every time you get, oh, Jack Strudders has signed up, and Jack Strudders is one of my best mates in the whole world, and I've had me and Jack are very, very close, so that means a lot to me, man. That means a lot. That means a lot to me. So my brother signed up as well, and he doesn't have to do that because doesn't have to. All right, I might take a break. Oh, this is gonna get clipped. Oh, I'll take it. Right. Get a grip. I'm so sorry for this. This wasn't meant to happen. We've got so many members signing up. This is insane. Right, let's move on. Right, I better not cry on Fulham stream, otherwise everyone's gonna be really upset with me. Right, I think you know when you like cry and you get your foot, you get your tears out, and then you feel a lot better. It's like when you throw up and you're like, oh, I feel so much better now. Should be charging your brother's double. Oh, too right. No, but Luke, he's a good lad. Luke, he really is. He's like my best mate. So I'm really, really grateful. I love this club, man. They're great. You can see it on my wall. Right, let's move on. If someone said, why was Jack Kelly crying on stream? Can you say it was because Jay Stansfield was leaving, please? Sorry, I really didn't expect that to happen. Oh, it would be remiss if I didn't shout everyone out that just joined. Why is Jack crying? That is so funny. Oh my god, that is so funny. Right, Jack Stroudley, thank you. Dane Wilkerman, thank you. Luke Kelly, thank you. Chris Rice, thank you. Tom Ashby, thank you. David Hababu, thank you. Lee Devereux, thank you. Joseph Kenny, thank you. Ben Dodds, thank you. Matt Watt 10L, thank you. Adam Zuber, thank you. Kenny1615, thank you. Todd Brock, thank you. Ben York, again, who started this whole thing. Thank you. I mean, I honestly, I can't believe it. Like, I have a number in my head of obviously how this works, like how I can make this work. And I promise you, I was not just crying because I wanted more stuff. I was crying because I need this to work. That's basically why. Ben York's got blood on his hands. Right. God, if anyone who doesn't like me finds out that I cried on stream, it is over. Oh well. You get what you get and you don't get upset, although you do get upset because wow, that's absolutely Ashley Mayhew. Honestly, this is unbelievable. Honestly, like you guys are just, and we have such a good community on Telegram. Like Telegram, yeah, we do actually on Fulham Telegram. That's great. On Patreon, we have such a good community. Everyone's really, really cool. Yeah, I can hear my brother laughing from the other room. I hope it's not laughing at me. Yeah, Robert, email me at jackbritt. In fact, I'll put it in the jackbritt21@gmail.com. Please don't spam my email, everyone. But I trust you guys to be okay. This is the best deadline day for Jack. I've made many new recruits today. I promise you that was real emotion. That was not fake emotion. Where were we, by the way? I'm not watching this back, by the way. No way, please. Right. I'm so sorry. God, what's the time? Can we move on to Fulhamish now? We got an hour. Brentford Twitter fans will have a field day with this. You know what? That's actually like a great point, but I don't know if many will watch. Look, I think sometimes you've like, you got to. That's what I was finding difficult. You got to plug your content, and people not interested, and you got to keep going. It's like it's like trying to sell stuff. You got to knock on doors, and I'm not the most. Salesmanshipy sort of guy. Like, I can't get my words out right now, but I'm honestly, I'm really sorry for that episode. Can we get back to what's going on for Fulham, please? Since I started that, has anything happened? Has Nuesa, like, is he nearly signed? Is he there? Right. Can someone give us a starting point to go off, please? So we can just Just subbed from a tram in Dusseldorf on the way back from Fortuna game. Wishing you all the best. Loving the look of the content so far. Chris Rice, honestly, thank you so much. And to everyone, I was just waiting to get paid. Didn't need all this emotion. Ashley, like, it was such a legend. Jack Cuz to floods of tears. There we land. If anyone yeah, that's a great comment. If anyone asks why I was crying, honestly, I can't believe that's just happened. But hey, I think what got me emotional was the old job was really like it was the people. The people weren't making it very fun for me, and I just want to do my own thing. So do you want to subscribe to the YouTube channel? That's completely free. Honestly, you subscribe to the YouTube and it's completely free. Like the video and all that good stuff. You've heard it from PewDiePie, you've heard it from KSI down the years. Little old Jack Kelly trying to do it now. We won't be hitting those numbers, but it's not about hitting. It's not about hitting big numbers for YouTube. It's about just having a little Fulham community here that we can just chat Fulham. Can we chat Fulham now, please? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? What is going on? Okay, Everton out of the New Armour race. Fulham and Forest still pursuing. That's with a question mark, so I need to check. Oh god. Oh no, I've got like 10 notifications. Okay. Oh, okay. No one's clipped it up yet. This is all good. Lots of reason to chat. Joe Jackson, a really good, like I say, really good. He's the one that gave us the Reece Nelson news earlier. If all deadline days signings go to plan, I'll go rate Fulham's window out of 10. That's a really good question, actually. What would you rate it out of 10? Because maybe this morning I would have said like a 7 or an 8. I'd say an 8. But now I'd say like a 6.5. But then Smith Rowe's like a really good signing as well. Is losing Stansfield taking that down to from an 8 to a 6.5? I think maybe it goes from an 8 to a 7. I think. I'd love Reece Nelson. Lots of Reece Nelson chatter. Joe Jackson, by the way, I'll shout him out. Incredibly talented graphic designer, incredibly good friend, who I had a very nice time at West Ham versus Bournemouth the other day. Without him, I would be where I am today. So I honestly, you guys are just amazing. Honestly, I'm going to let Joe Sansom do all the talking on Fulhamish. I've had too much to talk. I've had too much to drink. I haven't had anything to drink actually, apart from water. How have we improved the squad from last year? Just seen Fulham our link. Just seen Fulham our link to signing up to your Patreon. Fulham. Hold on. Let me just how have we improved the squad from last year? Is that like a how have we improved the squad from last year? Or is it more of a how have we improved the squad from last year? I'd say it's just seen Fulham a link to signing. Just seen Fulham a link to signing up to your Patreon. Oh, that's clever. That would be amazing if Fulham were to do that. That would be amazing. Dunn scored an own goal for QPR. I don't know if anyone's watching it. I remember last year, actually, we were doing deadline day and it was Luton at home against West Ham. Now, of course, they're in the Championship. It's Luton versus QPR. We need to stick with one question and then like address it. We can't keep skipping ahead. So Steve Reynolds, what do you mean? How have we improved this squad from last year? Is that like a negative question, or is it how have we is it a genuine how have we improved? So we've lost Paulinho, but we've added Sander Berger and we've added Emil Smith Rowe, some really good signing. Yauki Manderson. I would say our defense, Cuenca, Diop, Anderson, and Bassi, they're really good defenders, really solid centre back pairings and stuff. Blah blah blah. Is it better? Is it better? Losing Paulinho, Willian, Bobby Reed, Ream. Is it better? Who else did we lose? I think it's on par. No, you know what? I think it's better. I think Smith Rowe is that good. He is money. He is money. He is cash money. Emil Smith Rowe. So I think our squad is better equipped than last season. Does anyone agree? Were you at Marcus Silva's press conference for Ipswich? Could have sworn I heard you ask Silva a question or two. Yes, I was. Do I plug the picture again? Yeah, I've been at every press conference so far. I'm lucky enough to get to ask Marco Silva 1 or 2 questions, maybe 3, on a good day. So yeah, I asked him about what did I ask him about yesterday? I asked him about. I asked him about. Oh my gosh, sorry, this is such a frustrating watch for everyone. I bet Pereira and Smith Rowe, and do they fit in the midfield? And like, how do you think that dynamic worked? And I asked him about the away form from last season, and is it important to get off to a winning start away from home? Which he said, yes, obviously. Age-wise, it's better. That's a good point. Yeah, we've the average age of the squad. You know what? I do need to sort out this battery situation. When we're on 38%, like it's not panic stations. But what I've just done is I've unplugged the charger. Now I know exactly what's going to happen. Yeah, I've just plugged it back in and it started flashing at me like I'm sort of like trying to escape from prison, and like those lights go up like on like Prison Break or what's that really good film called? It'll come to me later. The way I get this, so basically the way I get this charger to work again, you know what? I don't think I can make this possible. What I'll do is I'll get my mum's laptop, and once we hit like 10% panic stations, I'll have to switch over, and I'll probably just end the night, including Fulham stream on mum's laptop. I probably spent more time not talking about transfers on this stream. But we still have 110 viewers, and I really appreciate it. And wow, I've had. Oh my word! We have another subscriber. Wid, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome. And the great thing about the Patreon is that people are discussing stuff on there as well. And because I post the link of this live stream there, everyone is commenting below and having a good old discussion. I know I can't oversee that right now, but every Fulham video is flooded by Arsenal supporters lamenting losing Emil Smith Rowe. Oh yeah, so Smith Rowe obviously was a massive Shawshank Redemption. Thank you. Everyone was gutted. Arsenal fans were gutted about leaving Smith. Losing Smith Rowe. Sorry. Am I doing Ipswich away? Yeah. So, for those of you who don't know, I'm doing every game in the press box, which is like a weird one because like I'm going to miss being in the crowd. But then again, like, do you miss being in the crowd? And I tell you why. Like, I'm not as gutted as I'm not in the crowd anymore. I love it. Don't get me wrong. It's like follow Fulham away is a fantastic, like, fun thing to do. But bloody hell, if you're drinking, those post-match headaches are a killer. Day drinking, I don't know if it's just the same. I know people like who drink before the game, drink at halftime, and then just go straight out again. I do not have that composure. I don't have that sort of stamina in me. So those post-game headaches are an absolute killer. Like it's like worse than a hangover because you've still got to be awake. You can't just sleep it off. So it was actually not drinking and like working, and you know it's stressful at times, but you're ultimately watching a game of football and just reporting on it. It's not as headachy than drinking. This has been a strange stream. I'm interested in seeing Anderson and Berg entering the starting lineup, hoping their offensive talents will make up for losing Paulinho destruction. Burge looking smooth and composed on Tuesday. Yeah, Burge looked decent actually. And we have a Rutster bomber. Birmingham trying to secure a deal for Jay Stansfield before the deadline, but set to be contingent on FFC recruiting attackers options in the final hours. Fee over 10 million, which was rejected earlier in the day. Personal terms not an issue. Looks like Adam Leventhal is on that as well. He's a very good journalist as well. Right. Do you know what? Like, there's been so many comments on this stream that it's almost been like a addressing the comments sort of stream. There hasn't been like a narrative to it. You can't get into heaven without dying. No context. Right. T-Brock. I don't know what that means. Like, I don't know why. I don't know why that's been commented, but I quite like it. Inability to day drink is a sign you're getting old. Jack happens best. Mate, I'm 26 now. I'm 26. That is quite old. As Catfish in the bottom would say, I can't believe you're 26. If you get that reference, that's really funny. You know what is really funny? Catfish are playing at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. The big comeback tour and Oasis have completely overshadowed it by what have they done? They've announced the tours on the same dates. The trick is to have a very sugary drink, then get back on it. The minute you stop is when you starts to hurt. I didn't know that. Didn't know that. So like you have like a Coca-Cola or a Powerade or a Lucozade. You know what? Lucosade's like my hangover cure. Bro, what? Cheese monkey. Is it me or with Stano prize easy money for the club for a frankly unproven player? So many comments today. I love it. I swear we don't get this amount of comments on like Fulham. Oh, we do actually. To be fair, we actually do. But what's the name of the pub that was talked about on Fulham? But Sammy couldn't remember the name. I think it's called the Portman. Do you know why? Because I looked it up earlier because I was trying to remember the name. Oh, you can't get into heaven without dying. As vibes of what's the point of being alive if you can't dream? Cheese Monkey. You know what? I've noticed Cheese Monkey in a few streams, I think across Fulhamish. And Dark Spark. I mean, Dark Spark. There's definitely loads of names I recognise here. What you've done that. I saw your Ipswich away last season, mate. Seriously. Yeah, there was not 22 players on the pitch. There were 44. Let's just say that. And plus 2 referees. The cigarettes and alcohol effect on me as a 30-year-old. Hey, that is a really good pun. Oasis tickets going for over 6K on reselling sites. Mate, 6K is like cheap. I thought it'd be way more. So 10 million still leaves you upset about Stano leaving. What fee would you find? Oh, I see. Okay, that's interesting. I'm actually like, I think that fee is like unbelievable. I'm not upset about the fee. I'm upset about him leaving. Hence I cried. Allegedly. Come on. Right. We've done that one. Emil Smith Rowe, when the tide comes in all ship rises. I don't know what that reference is. You'll have to fill me in. I'm Lee on the Patreon. Happy to support you. Oh, thank you so much, Lee. Really, really appreciate it. Every single one of you guys. Like, honestly, you've by subscribing, you're like changing my life, and that's insane. That's insane. Like to say, honestly, you guys, you know what I usually do on the Patreon when someone subscribes. I go on the chat and be like, "Can we welcome our newest subscriber?" Like they're fucking entering the pitch like a Craven Cottage. You'd recognise me in real life. COVID ticket exchange at South Wimbledon. Oh, hey, I remember that. That was good fun. You had COVID, didn't you? You had COVID. You were wearing a mask. That was really funny. Yeah, yeah, I give like a big old please welcome, to the Patreon. This person who subscribes. We get a couple of subscribers like per week, which it is what it is. I obviously really grateful for the support tonight. So it gives more leniency for me to like give an introduction for new paid subscribers. And so now I don't even know how many people have signed up. Like really loads of people have signed up. So I might have to do like a big old video to like announce everyone. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but you'll love tomorrow's content. Tomorrow is going to be great. We're going to Ipswich. I'm on the train with Joe Sansom as well and Joe Ryan and Chloe. Can't wait. It's going to be fantastic. You know what? Like, aren't Fulham just amazing? I just love Fulham. I just love them. It's amazing. Someone will say, "Oh yeah, but I feel the same way about Forest," and I go, "Forest, Nottingham Forest." I remember meeting a Forest fan before the Forest game, I love the fact that people just are passionate about things. I just love it. Yeah. Oh, Joe Sanson's in the stream. Kimi Ricardo Official, 10:30. Who is on the 10:30 from Liverpool Street? We will be there unless I don't make it. I just saw some comments. I'm going to try and get through. If it's true that letting Stansfield go for 10 million means we can spend even more in FFP, what's the reason for that? What's the time at night? It's 8:45. Like, FFP is really complicated. Like, the long and short of it is not, in terms of like, you can't. Well, hey, George Miller's on the 10:30. Let's go. Oh, and Matthew Kelly. He forgot his own brother on that train. We can spend more in effort. It gives us more leniency if you sell. You basically have to sell to buy FFP. I mean, who listens to the Price of Football podcast? That is a really good podcast that explains amortization, FFP, PSR. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm a football finance expert. We've got Kieran Maguire on Fulhamish last season for that exact reason, because he is so good at keeping across it all. Like, honestly, like, if you think about it, he's so intelligent, so on the ball, and answers so many questions that fans have. And, you know, when someone hits me with a PSR question, an FFP question, I really get a little bit scrambled in my head. So I'm really not the best person to answer. Joe Sanson might have a better job. Sorry, Joe, I've just completely... I can't believe that. The COVID exchange. Love you, man. You'll smash it. Abdul, thank you so much, man. This has been a very weird stream. And actually, it's almost time to... we're 45 minutes away. We're one half a football away from Fulhamish. Imagine if I just forgot. We just went live here all night. Joe Sanson would be like, what are you doing? Single Papa of 2, and I support what you believe in. That includes you, Jack. Oh, mate. I just saw you you just subscribed. Honestly. Oh, man, that means a lot, man. And, you know, it's tough because, you know, at the age of 26, as Catfish say, you know, you kind of want to be starting to, you know, look around, settle down. But, you know, because times are hard, you know, everyone's struggling. It's not just, you know, I'm not saying I'm struggling. Well, let's just, I'm quite a private person, but yeah, sometimes you just got to get some stuff off your chest, really, haven't you? You know when you have a chat with your mate and you say some stuff that you wanted to say and you feel a whole lot better. I do feel a whole lot better now. I think maybe the Stansford, if Stansford wasn't going, I don't think that would have happened. Let's just say that. All this talk of Stato and 10 million frees us up to buy a £50 million winger that shows that people do not understand basic accounting. It frees up the cash flow for the first year of a £50 million deal. Jim, I think that might be correct. I think that might be correct. Joseph Sansamite. Jack Kelly forgot his own brother on the train. Yeah, Matthew. Very cool brother, Matthew, is on the train. The Station Hotel. That's the name of the pub. Thank you, Trev, on the Patreon. The Station Hotel. Is Avas here, by the way? If Avas is here, say hey, because he's coming on the stream a little bit later. Is Avas here? Find Avas. 10:30 train crew. We will be there. 10:30. We will be there. Yeah. Best ever watching a grandfather, father, son. Best day ever was watching a grandfather, father, son, and grandson walking through Bishop's Park to a match. History and love. Come on, you whites. That is a lovely comment. And that's like Fulham. It's just a special club. Like I see a lot of I go to Fulham with my friends and my brothers, and that's nice. But I see a lot of families, 3 generations, 4 generations. And I spoke to a Fulham fan last year called Stuart Roberts, who's such a lovely, lovely man. I met him in the Golden Line, and 4 generations of Fulham fans. And honestly, it's emotional stuff. We are so getting a deal sheet call out, aren't we? There are as many people watching this stream right now than Man City have charges. There's 115. So because he is academy, we get the full 10 million in 1 year, even if they pay over 4 years. Can you ask that to Kieran Maguire? I don't know the answer, but I think I'm not sure because didn't we get him from the Exeter Academy? So that means is it full profit? If he wasn't, then we could only put the amount they pay per season. So again, if it was 10 million paid over 4 years, it would be 2.5 million. Yeah, that's the bit I understand. Amortization and how much you pay and blah, blah, blah. Ipswich close to Nelson. What? Is that true? Is that true? Come on. Oh dear. Oh no, Chloe's clipped it. That's so peak. Wait, Joe Sansom's hit with a bomber and nothing's been confirmed on the group chat. So well, I thought West Ham wanted Nelson. Bro wants to go to the Tractor Boys. Massive respect for Ipswich. We'll play them tomorrow. If I understand it correctly, here he goes again. I didn't cry, I promise. 26 is the new 21, apparently. We do need to sell to buy, but 10 million does not. 50 million in a 5-year deal is in on a 5-year deal. My head is so scrambled right now. Sorry. Can anyone fill me in on like what's going on? Has anyone heard anything? My girls are 28 and 25. Sorry. I didn't have the tone right to read that comment. My girls are 28 and 25. I get it, bro. Honestly, mate. I really appreciate it. Yeah. I don't know what to say. I'm not speechless because I'm still speaking, but I am sort of speechless at the same time. And I'm really sorry for my outburst of emotion. It happens. It happens. Just not in front of camera. I think we'll pick up any Chelsea cast-offs. That was a question that someone put to me on the podcast last week. And I think not at this stage. Trevor Chalobah, I know we've got the centre-backs in, but I thought he was always going to move today. And obviously Palace are going to get him. Okay, we're sitting at 17%. I am now panicking and cannot find the panic button. Thing is, I have to lock. So basically what I have to do is I have to lock my laptop. And then the screen goes black. And then I can sort of... what can I do? And then I can charge it. And then it starts charging. But if I lock my laptop, what's that going to look like on the stream? I promise it would only be for like 30 seconds. If people were able to forgive me for 30 seconds while I do that, just to try and get this, because I wouldn't want to, it's fine using my mum's laptop, but like, it's just a ball ache to go downstairs and go and get it, replug everything in and get the charger as well. Oh, well, let's address all these comments. And then if we're starting to hit, 50, we're on 16%. Okay. We need to start making decisions. Ipswich. Wait, is Nelson to Ipswich? Here we go. Well, that is that is upsetting. Nelson is a here we go. You know what? Like Patreon doesn't actually update like for a while once you get a new subscriber, but oh my god, we must have hit like. Oh, actually, no, it did. It did update. Oh no, it didn't update. I'm sorry. Let's not get distracted. Albeit I'm so grateful, obviously. Nelson to Ipswich. Which player do we actually replace Stano with? Bags potential, but he's third choice striker. So if Nuema comes in, Stano direct replacement will be underwhelming. I don't know. Like I don't know what's going on. Like surely there must be I would like to think there's a second deal going on, but no one like I can't stream and check Twitter at the same time because so people are gonna have to inform me what's going on. But maybe if I scroll down to the bottom of the comments, we get there. I see like it's still doing it. Yeah. Takeaway on the way. Oh, what do you get for Darius is getting a takeaway? What's everyone having for dinner tonight? That's a great question. So this is like a really weird dynamic. It's usually like we stream and we talk about what's going on because I have no idea what's going on. You guys have to inform me. Hopefully Joe Sanson comes in at 9:30. We all switch over to Fulhamish. We'll have a good time and we have a better understanding of what's going on thanks to Joe. I'm sure Joe's across it. I can tell. I mean, he's always across it. He's fantastic. Deal sheets. What's the best Fulham deadline day you can remember? Surely the one in 2018 when we signed 5 players, albeit we went down. That was my mum's son is an Arsenal fan. We broke up. My mum's son. Sorry, my son's mum is an Arsenal fan, and we broke up during COVID. And he was only young then. He's 7 now, and somehow I beat her to it. And he's now a Fulham fan. Oh, hey, hold that, Arsenal. We've got another Fulham fan. Fulham in the USA team, American in roster for over 20 years. Yes. Anthony Robinson, right? Love it. Switch up this day up, and also hope it was massive 4-0. Frank Lampard transition there. Jack, Patreon support from Full America in New York. Funny story. I saw Tony Khan live in the ring at AEW event in Al Paddy. That's hilarious. I'm not into wrestling at all. But I think I would go to see an AEW just to see what it's all about. That would be quite fun. Thank you so much, Kenny, for all the support. It means, I think it means the world. I mean, I must have made an example of that. If we don't find a proper replacement for Stansfield, we don't sell him. That is facts. Are we selling him or not? I don't know what's going on. People are now tracking helicopters on Flight Radar. Oh, this stream, we've laughed, we've cried, quite literally. This is hilarious. Ipswich pulling off some outrageous signings this summer. They are. I mean, Calvin Phillips and Reece Nelson. Like, that's actually quite good. Nelson won't be able to play tomorrow. Apparently, for some people, that doesn't like who's asked about if you're registered. I'm asked because I don't want to play them. I don't want to play against them. I don't want to play against a scary Reece Nelson cutting in from the left or cutting in from the right. Makes Rob look shite. Us and Forest head for head for now. Noema. Yeah. So a question I've asked. Do you think you will see a penny from Babu? 50% can sell on. I think it's a free transfer, isn't it? So if he moves on again, then don't just do that and get YouTube comments on your phone. Stop talking and do it. Huh? Do what? I can't remember what I said I would do. Oh, the laptop. Okay, yeah. The laptop. I'll get it after my FIFA game. I'll get it after my... Oh, mum's laptop. Oh, cheers, Matthew. Why are you upset about not getting Nelson? Why am I upset about... Oh, yeah. That's really funny, actually. My brother requires to charge your laptop. How was the Monday curry? How was the... I had... You know what? It wasn't good. We went to Merge Masala. And the only reason we went there is because it was Bank Holiday Monday. Like the curry houses, even at like 11 o'clock at night, were like heaving. In fact, it wasn't 11. It was about 10:30. In fact, it was like 10. Heaving. So we had to go. Oh my god. Okay, right. We're on red. Right. Let me finish up the curry story. We went to Merge Masala. It wasn't that good because it's not the best curry house. All right. Piazza on loan out of nowhere back in 2016. That was really fun. Just sent a long email about Patreon and possible second tier. Would love to get. You know what? That's really interesting because I haven't done tiers. It's only just one tier because I think like everyone's on an even keel. Can't wait to see you sit down and just have a spicy curry with the owner. Oh, hold on. Has that got something to do with your email? As in something that was mentioned on the podcast. Not sure getting a new ammo is enough to sell stamina unless you can pay up front as well as wide. That's a good point. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lock my laptop, then try and charge my laptop. If it's charging, we'll come back. If it isn't, I don't know. Can everyone just hold on, please? Like, I suppose we're not going to be going for that much. In fact, no, we'll still go. We'll keep going because we haven't really made any progress. We've just spoken about other things today. It's not been very good, has it? Oh, I see. Right. Yeah. Oh, cheers, Matthew. Matthew's dropped off the laptop. In fact, we could do a quick transition. Should we just do it? We could just do it like that. Thank you, by the way. Cheers. Okay, so actually, what I'll do is I won't come off stream. I'll go on mum's laptop. You've done lots of tears. Hey, very clever. Like mum's laptop's on 21%, which is my lucky number, but that means we have to plug it in. Oh, Matthew coming in clutch. Matthew coming in clutch with that charger. Let's not get our password wrong. Mum's got so many tabs open. And when you have loads of tabs open, it does decrease like your. Actually, no, maybe it doesn't. Does that mean that I'm going to be on stream on 2 different laptops? That's going to be really funny. Okay, I'll enter the studio. No, wait, hold on. There's going to be 2 of me. 21%. Does anyone charge the devices in the Kelly household? That's really funny. What is actually not that funny is that the fact that this laptop needs to charge because I need it tomorrow. So that is not funny. Right. Let's do a substitution coming off number 1, first laptop, and coming on. Okay, I don't like what I'm doing right now. Hold on. I actually really don't like what I'm doing right now. This is not good. What is going on? Okay, right. I'm gonna. There we go. I'll leave that. Leave. Okay, that's just me. This is the most entertaining thing. Deal sheet to get the laptop charged. Sorry, you're seeing like a horrendous angle of me right now, and I'm acting like a 16-year-old girl, worrying about that sort of stuff. Right, here we go. We're back. It's like, oh shit. Sorry. Right, now I need to charge this laptop. So let's take this plug Cordova read out and put this plug Cordova read in. Oh my god, don't electrocute yourself. That would be if I electrocute myself live on stream. That would have been really upsetting for everyone. Quite scary, actually. Okay. Oh, hold on. The mic's plugged in here. Are you still managed to hear? So hold on. The mic needs to go. Uh-oh. Oh no, it's fine. I need that. There you go. Right. That sounds pretty Yeti nano, doesn't it? Oh. We're so back. We're so back. The laptop is on. Oh. The laptop is on, but this other laptop needs to charge. Like it has to charge. So we're gonna have to try and put it on charge. Do you mind if I just like quickly try and put it on charge? Because I think everyone knows now it needs to charge. Or at least you have enough people to call an ambulance. Well, Luke and Matthew are watching, so they know where we live because they live in the house as well. This has been one of the weirdest streams I think anyone's probably ever watched, and I really apologize for that. It's a nightmare. The mic has gone. If I'm trying to get subscribers to the channel, I am not succeeding. Not. Bro, charge it then. Yeah, Joe, I'm about to charge it. Thank you. Right. God, I'm sweating here. It's not even that Diego Hotter, is it? Can we get back to signings, please? I think what we'll do is we'll go until about 25 past. Who needs a break, honestly? You don't need a break. That was quite Fulhamish, actually, Brian. That was really Fulhamish. I'll just wait until people like Cree Paul and Josiah Norman manage to see this stream. It is over for me. However, we won't worry about that now. What we will worry about is what's going on. What's going on with Fulham signings? I feel like I keep asking this. Can someone actually like fill me in if there's been any updates? Oh, Ornstein bomber 10 minutes ago. Reece Nelson. Yeah, peak. What is good is I'm gone on Twitter and nobody's like clipped up anything, which is fantastic news. I just got your email, Robert. I will read it in that 5-minute window, perhaps. If not, I'll read it. I'll read it. I will read it a little later if that's okay. So Wilson to Brum for 1 million, and we keep Stansfield. That's the deal no one's reporting on. As in, like Harry Wilson. Is that a goer? That's just like someone's just come up with that, hasn't they? Like, okay. Right, that's a very, very important piece of kit that I need for tomorrow. There we go. In all John Mikel serious, as in all seriousness, I really appreciate you guys being here. And this is just the warm up acts. This is like the when you go to like a comedy show and you get like the warm up, except the warm up is then also the main show because I'm with Joe. So it's like you're getting a double dosage. Not that I think that like it's the Jack and Joe show, isn't it? No one's better than another. If you catch my John Drift. Now, what plug do we need to charge this laptop? Oh yeah, we need to lock it. This is like admin I shouldn't be doing on stream, but for the necessary, this laptop needs to charge for tomorrow, so we have to do it now because also this plug, like when things just charge really slowly. When things just charge really slowly, like this charges really slowly for some reason now. I need to get a new laptop, which is evident. Is that charging? Now it's just frozen. I mean, come on. Like, come on. John Drift. That's really funny. Right. If the laptop's frozen, we are finito. Like, we genuinely are. Like, there's no coming back from this. Oh, we're back. Let me just log into the laptop with the password and just see if it's charging. Yeah, we've never been more back. It is charging. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Right. That needs to charge all the way up to 100%, and we're on 7%. That is going to be done at like 4 a.m. We will be there. If I had a penny for every time you said the word laptop and charge. that is so funny. You guys are so funny. The WhatsApp has never been quiet, and it's because everyone's watching you charge a bloody laptop. Let's turn the brightness down on that because that is a distraction. Guys, you have been unbelievable. How many Kellys does it take to charge a laptop? Well, just one, I think, but we managed to get there in the end. It'd be so bad if my mum got upstairs and said I need to use a laptop. But I did warn her earlier that this might happen. Let's just get. When was the? There was. That doesn't seem right. Or was it like that? Maybe it was like that. I don't know. IQ equals laptop charging. Oh, we're so back. Come on, laptop. Right. Let's. Maybe if you tell us you need to charge a laptop without doing anything about it one more time, it will just magically charge. Leon getting pumped at home. Should we check the football scores then? Let's not check the transfer. Let's check the Friday night football. God, my phone's on 18% as well. I need to charge my phone, but I can't charge my phone because it's the same. Actually, that's a huge problem. That is a massive problem. I need to charge my phone, obviously, but because my phone, you know how like who's got the iPhone 15 because it's got like the new charger. I got the new charger, which isn't like it's not the iPhone charger. It's just another charger. And because now I'm using the phone charger to charge the laptop, which is going to take years, by the way, I now can't charge my phone, and I'm on 18%. I mean, it's not the end of the world because you know what, this is just my internal thoughts. Is it Charge it from the laptop. No, Matthew, you don't understand. I don't have the cable. The cable I'm using to charge the laptop. Um, ever heard of an extension? No. I've heard of an extension cord, but the only cable that can charge this laptop can only charge this phone. 18% actually is quite good. Like my battery health is still 100% on this phone, which is actually I haven't checked it. Is it? Yeah, it is. It is. So 18% doesn't actually have me panicking. Um, but yeah, can we get up to speed of what's going on transfer wise? That was a really funny comment, by the way, Joe, on stream on the screen. We're so not back anymore. Yeah, we're not. It's over. It's over. The laptop's charged 1% since we started, so we're getting somewhere. The laptop being charged is more crucial than the phone because I could probably like portable charge the phone tomorrow once the laptop's charged, and then like I said, the battery life's really good. And then like, God, how are people watching this? The man only has one charger, but Luke doesn't have that. He has like the iPhone 13, so he still has the old charger, which is where's that other plug? That other cable? Is it over there? Oh, it's there. Yeah, see, like the old. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Unless no, it won't work. It won't work. It won't work. Make sure you have Bluetooth and location finder off, and that should give you extra time. Yeah, I've turned my Bluetooth off actually because yeah. Right. We haven't spoke transfers in about 25 minutes. If we round this up, like hold on, what's going on here? Oh, don't worry. Noema is the one, right? Noema is the one who is signing. Is anything else happening? Oh, shouldn't do that. Can you hear that? My phone is near the microphone. It gets that like horrible like interaction sound. Do you know what I would like to know before the end of the night? Who runs the worst Fulham takes Twitter account? Because it's one of my favorite Twitter accounts. Make Homer to Brentford confirmed. What like is he that left back? Because Hickey got injured, didn't he? Lecroux is signed for Palace. Go and nick your brother's phone. He won't notice. No, I don't want to do that. I mean, he subscribed to the Patreon, for goodness sake. I can't go and nick his phone. That would be horrible. I've seen a lot of YouTubers and podcasters host. Oh, this is okay. Oh my god, no! Oh, I've just accidentally. This is why I shouldn't have used this laptop. I've just banned whoever commented that accidentally. How can I undo that? Surely there's a way can I. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I've just. How do I unban him? That was so like what just happened? I like clicked it to click on the comment, and then it just went like there was like 3 options. And I like tried to click out of it, and it just clicked ban him. Could someone tell? No, it's fucking hell. I can't believe I just rules Z. I'm so sorry. I've just banned him. I just didn't mean to do it. Comments. There must be some sort of were removed. I think it was like a timeout, so he might be back soon. What the hell just happened? There must be a setting where I can edit. No, that's just for the stream. Oh well. No, not oh well. Like that's that. Oh, hold on. Ban user and delete their. Oh, I put the user in a timeout. Okay, that's what I did. Oh, I can't undo that. That's how long's the timeout? I'm so sorry because that was a really interesting comment. He commented about um no one does like watch alongs. I think Fulhamish tried a watch along. Uh-oh. Oh, that was about Oasis. Um, yeah, no one does like Fulhamish. We tried a Fulhamish watch along during like COVID and it didn't really work. I would do it myself, but I'm already like at the game. Like I obviously like being at the game's a little bit better than watching it on a stream and stuff. But it's definitely there's a gap in the market for it for sure. I would fully back it if someone did it. I can't believe I got someone banned accidentally. Rules, I'm so sorry. By the time they get the charges solved, we'll have a new rumours. Oh my god, we got 50 minutes until Fulhamish. We'll have new rumours that bought Andre from Wolves. Do we get this much charging content on the Patreon? Do we get this much charging content on the Patreon? Oh, charging! Oh, I was in, yeah. No. No. The Patreon is very like serious stuff. Like quite genuine, not like jokey around sort of stuff. My guy's been put in the naughty corner. Look, I don't know what's going on. QPR would be top. Don't care where. We didn't even check the football results at the end, did we? QPR still losing? 1-0. It's a Tresmond in Lyon. It's 3-all. Bundesliga. Union Berlin are beating St. Pauli. Torino beat Venezia and Inter 4-0 up against Atalanta. Bloody hell. Goals from was an own goal. Barella, Thuram with a brace. What's your like go-to meltdown like? This is a good comment. I'll try not to ban you. A decent watch along is Forest Fan TV having a meltdown when we beat them 5-0. Now, I wallowing in other people's misery is also like it's quite mean and like it's not very nice, but like sometimes the content's so good that you have to watch it. And like you know how it used to be like Arsenal Fan TV, and that's all very like mainstream now. And I think I respect Arsenal, like I respect Robbie for what he's done, but that doesn't like, and because they're quite good, that doesn't like if Arsenal lost a game, I wouldn't be like, wow, I need to go and watch AFTV now. Then, oh, this laptop's getting back up to speed. Come on. Now my go-to watch is Toffee TV because Everton fans, God bless them, they just have such a like a upsetting like their club like. Oh, QPR just scored. Okay, Luton have not started well, and I backed them to win the league, so that is not good. Toffee TV is really funny, but also like quite sad at the same time. But then like that video of the Everton fans, I'm not installing new software on this laptop, Mum. No, you can remind me tomorrow. That is fine. What was I going to say? Wait, this has gone up 1% since we've started charging this laptop. It's gone from 21 to 22. Swansea away meltdown. What, like Reece Bitch? Swansea away meltdown. QPR equals MK Dons. Yeah, like that. The Everton fans abusing their own players is just so wrong on so many levels. But yeah, that's obviously not to do with transfers. It feels like the reason why we're doing this, the reason why we're talking about stuff like this is because nothing's happening. Like nothing. Like nothing's happening. Yeah, I also like TNC as well. Oh, he's back! Oh, hey! Very clever. Very clever. Oh, where's Joe? Yeah, we're going to go on. We're going live on Fulhamish in 10 minutes. In fact, I might have to go in the lobby for a 5-minute debrief. James Ward-Prowse Medical Forest. So basically, this whole stream has been talking about Stansfield, talking about Noema, getting upset, and then talking about everything else everyone else is doing, and then talking about charging my laptop. Um, you're a one-man entertainment machine. This is one of the best Friday nights I've had in ages. Do you know what? Like most Friday nights, people, usual folk, will go out drinking and it's Friday night. But I feel like if it's deadline day on Friday night, I don't want to be out. I want to be seeing. I want to be seeing what's going on. I remember I was at Flight Club once during deadline day. You know the Flight Club, the dark place. And it was when we signed like Markovic, and it was in the season we were going down. So maybe I wasn't like that asked because I didn't think we would stay up. So I wasn't like, oh God, who are we signing? And that was like really weird because I was out and like just didn't really care what was going on. But like deadline day is such a big deal. But it seems as if with an hour and a half to go, we're struggling to get one in. I don't know. I haven't heard from Avas. Is he coming on? 2-1 QPR. 2-1 to Queen's Park Rangers. The guy I timed out was called Rules, and now I'm going to leave his comment on the whole time. How long did it time it out for? Like 5-10 minutes? I promise you I didn't mean to. Like, I'm not that sort of guy. Like, yeah, if you're going to give... If I get abuse, maybe I'd consider doing it, but I'm not fucking Nepenthes. We ban that guy. I love Nepenthes. Yeah, deal sheet seems a little bit... it seems on the cards. I reckon if you come over to Fulhamish in 9 minutes' time, I'm going to let Joe do a lot of talking for the first 20 minutes, and he'll probably fill you in what's been going on the last hour and a half. Oh, Joe just said ready when you are, mate. I think it was 5 minutes. Okay, let me just wrap up this one. Joe said he's ready, but ready means like he's ready to join the... Oh, I need to send him the link. Okay, I do need to go. Okay, oh, Luton been bad tonight then. That's not good to hear. That is not good to hear at all. Fulham are signing and selling tonight. We're selling... who are we selling? Stansfield, and we're signing, as it stands, Noema from Lyon. But I don't even know if that's it. Like, this is so ironic because I'm a journalist. I should be on these sort of things. I should be one of the first to know and one of the first to report, blah, blah, blah. But because I'm staring at this screen and talking to you guys and not on my phone, I don't know what's going on. Actually, I quite like that as well because I don't want to be stuck. Like, imagine, I remember deadline days before where like half the stream has just been me on my phone trying to find out what's going on. When actually, like, you've got enough people watching that will tell you what's going on. What do I think of the new winger? I think it's a winger. I don't really know much about him. You know what I mean? I need to do my research on him when he arrives at the club. Okay, I'm going to wrap up now because I need to join. I need to help Joe come into the stream. What I will say is thank you so much, guys. Like, this has been I'm going to talk genuinely again. It's been a really this stream has not gone the way I thought it was going to go, and that's maybe like it's pent up emotion from the last few days. I've been talking to my parents about how I feel like this is going so far, and I think it's going great, honestly. But my concern was that like I'm not getting enough people signed up, and nothing on Pereira. No, Pereira's staying, I think, which is great. Yeah, Vinicius hasn't left yet either. I don't know if that window closes later in the day. Yeah, I was talking to my parents like about is this working? Is the business working? So far, it's like it's working, but it's getting to the stage where like I'm losing money, and like drawing Preston away is just not ideal for me personally because you've got to trains and hotels. It's very expensive. However, your guys' support on this stream, not only watching me, but then subscribing to my Patreon, which, like I say, it's a drag to having to plug it because I don't like plugging. You're basically selling, it's not begging. let's get it right. It's not begging. It's just letting people know of a service that I provide that's really new and quite unique. Um, so yeah, I really from the bottom of my heart, like, yeah, got emotional, but I think that was coming. It was definitely coming because I was feeling it in my chest, like for a couple of days, thinking, God, this needs to work, and you know it is working. You know, it wasn't working. It wasn't like it wasn't working. It was working, but um, I was just concerned, and I think people would really benefit from what I offer. Yeah, sorry, I need to go. We need to go on another live stream. I'm going to leave this lobby. We'll be 5 minutes, and it won't just be me. It'll be Joe Sansom, and Joe Sansom's brilliant. And we're bringing on Jack Stroud, and we're bringing on Vass as well. So we've got a couple of people coming on. There'll be some new, fresh faces and fresh voices not to hear, not my gravelly voice that you have to hear for another 2 hours. Um, it's been a weird one. I promise you, I will not be watching any of this back at all. Um, yeah, but I appreciate it all, honestly. Yes, Robert, I will check your email. In fact, I'll have to do it after the deadline closes, but I definitely will get back to you, I promise. So each and every one of you that's tuned in, liked, subscribed to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the Patreon, you have made this quite a unique evening, and I can't I can't help but say thank you. And yeah, we will see you at Ipswich away tomorrow. In fact, we'll see you in as I look at. There's not a watch there. We will see you in 4 minutes on Fulhamish. Thank you so much for watching. Go well and come on, Fulham.